So this fella here is called Don Daniels. He's a bricklayer from the UK who works his ass off every day in the freezing cold to earn a living. And he's recently gone viral in the UK for calling out able-bodied people who claim benefits instead of working. Basically just for saying it how it is, saying that they abuse the system and that there's jobs out there but people just choose not to do them because they're lazy fuckers. And most people in the UK agree with that, apart from the muppets like this Labour activist who's about to get cooked by Don on live TV.
You might have heard that the government is now warning young people that they will lose their benefits if they turn down work in a new scheme that's aimed at reducing youth unemployment. This comes after Rachel Reeves asked ordinary people to pay a little bit more, with £26 billion worth of tax rises in her budget.
Someone who was left frustrated by the budget is Bricklayer Don Daniels. He went on viral on social media with this post, which has the caption, he's standing there in the sleet, "Some days I want to give up, but there's people on benefits depending on me." He also posted this video last week as a follow-up.
You people that do not work, are you not embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed that you're walking around streets and everybody knows that you're broke and you don't work and you're relying on benefits to get by? These people should be forced to do 2 days a week, voluntary, litter picking, cleaning graffiti off of walls, anything like that. And if they don't receive a penny.
And good morning. You've had a lot of praise for it. You've had a lot of abuse as well, haven't you?
That's correct.
Yeah.
A lot of praise, a lot of abuse.
Do you regret doing it?
I don't, not at all.
No.
The people that have come out of the woodwork speaking now because somebody's had a voice and spoke about it is remarkable. It's not just me thinking it, the whole country's thinking the same. How long had you had this fundamental view that there are too many people who are simply claiming benefits because it's easier than going to work? Years. I believe everybody's felt the same for absolutely years. It's lazy. Britain in general, they're very lazy people.
Have you ever been on benefits?
I've needed it. I've had a car accident when I was younger and I needed the benefits. That's what it should be for, because I needed it at the time.
What would you say now to somebody who's on benefits who, in your opinion, could actually go to work? What message would you give them?
I just want to motivate them to get to work. The things that you can do by going to work is unbelievable. Holidays, huge holidays to Thailand and Brazil and Australia. You can't do that when you're on benefits. You simply cannot. It's motivation. You can't go and buy a car on finance. You can't buy a house. You can't do a lot of things in life if you're not working. You need to work and contribute to the country. Because I voted Labour, I put my hands up, and a lot of people said, you're brave to say that you voted Labour, but I voted for him because they promised not to raise any taxes. I know we've had problems with the Conservatives in the past, but this was supposed to be a fresh start, and they just lied to get into power, and it's...
Yeah, I mean, look, we all probably agree here that there are people, a section of people in this country that are claiming benefits and they shouldn't be claiming benefits. We know that's there. That is a problem. We need to tackle it. The thing that I want to take up here is why on earth you would talk to Kerry Badnock and the Tories. They were in for 14 years. This is their mess. I spent 15 years of my life working with young people from poor backgrounds, helping to get them into work. Back when Labour were in government, we had the Future Jobs Fund, we had youth inclusion programmes, we had an apprenticeship programme. The Tories came in...
It's the fact Labour have lied.
No, the Tories came in and they scrapped all of those programmes. We have 1 million young people unemployed. There is no way that is because of us being in for a year and a half. That is a problem that has gone on for years, for over a decade.
But Labour have lied to get into...
They created that problem. And what have we announced? We've announced that we are going to massively fund a future jobs fund now for young people to get them off benefits and get them into work. And we actually are being tough.
Susie, what do you... And I'm sure...
Labour have lied within the first year to get into power, then why should we trust them to lead this country for 10 years? They've lied instantly, straight away.
See, I would not say that we've lied. I would say that we've inherited a massive mess, Tank. But let's be honest, we've got to make it so that work pays. We've got to make it so that people, want to work. And just to say, listen, it is a scar, I would say, on this nation that we are leaving 1 million young people on the scrap heap of life. We're better than that as a country. We want to tap into their potential, and the Tories didn't. But
what do you make of that figure, £71,000?
I believe if these young people wanted to work, they would get out there and they would find work. There's work out there. They just don't want to. They don't want the work, and plus they are being rewarded for sat at home. There's a lot of people, if they go to work, they're better off sat at home, and that is a fact.
I'm sorry, but that's not been my experience. As I say, I spent 15 years of my life working with these young people. I've worked with young people that are desperate for work, and they've not been able to access it. a million young people aren't all sitting at home saying, oh, we want to be lazy.
Can I just
we
say
haven't
something?
had the support.
I get contacted, I employ people, I get contacted by a lot of people, and the first thing they said to me is it cash in hand? And I say to them, oh, no, it's not cash in hand, it's proper job. But I say, right, I can't do it then. So why? Because
Oh, and down goes the water,
Sorry
over
about that.
goes the water.
I can't do it because I've got benefits, I've got my housing bills to pay, So these people, they don't want the work.
So in their view, work does not pay.
It doesn't pay.
It's better for them to be on benefits than to accept the job that you're offering
For somebody to say to me, is it cash in hand? And then turn around and say, right, I don't want the job.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about the country?
But can I just say something?
Don, I just want to ask you, because Susie says she can't believe that you're even interested in the Conservatives. I mean, the obvious alternative is from Susie seems to be you're disillusioned with Labour. She's got criticisms of Conservatives.
Nobody's ever going to vote Labour again. They are finished. They are done. I believe nobody's. If they have a reform or Conservative, they are the two, and that is it.
Yeah. Wow. Can I just say, short-term memory here. 10 years of Conservative government, waiting lists on the NHS went up, sewage in our rivers, like a million young people unemployed. That is a Tory legacy. We've been in for 1 year, we're turning it around. We're going to transform the country for the better.
We're out of it. Thank you both very much indeed. Dom,
thank you very much.
Are you thinking of standing for Parliament yourself?
How much are they paying?
But it's not cash in hand.
Sorry about the glass of water.
No problem.
Look, as his comment says, he's right about everything, including the fact that Labour are finished. Because they didn't just lie about raising taxes, they also lied about the 28 billion a year that they promised to invest in green projects. They also promised to scrap university tuition fees and they didn't. They said they'll only tax the rich, but refused to clearly define what the rich means. So the middle class don't even know if they're next. And this donut's the one in charge of all of this. You're like so many politicians before him, it's just full of shit. He made big promises to get votes from people like this guy, and once he gets into power, he conveniently forgets all of them. And when it comes to able-bodied people not working and living off benefits, I say if you're fit to work, you should be made to do something. Community service, cleaning streets, picking up dog shit, jobs no one else wants to do. You gotta earn your keep. So shout out to Dom for having the balls to go on live TV and do this and stand up to this witch.